So now it's hot off the press. The 2023 niche.com best school district rankings in all of Orange County.
Yes, it's an interesting list, and you know, it's public information, so we're just going to go over the list, and then what's funny about it too is it pretty much goes over all of Orange County, right? So we're going to talk about the list, and we're going to show you who's number 1 on the list, and you may be surprised
Jaws dropped.
that it's not Irvine. So, who is it? If you want to find out, stay tuned.
What's up, everybody? I'm Sean Dezahd.
And I'm Courtney Dezahd, and we're with Keller Williams Realty right here in Orange County, California. And if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything that there is to know about living in Orange County, don't forget to press on the subscribe button, and don't forget to press on the bell so that you're notified every time we upload a new video, because we upload new videos every week.
Yeah, and if you're watching this channel, you're probably thinking, wow, I love Orange County, I love the weather, I love the surfing, and I can't wait to move out there, but I don't know anything about Orange County, and I totally get that. That's why you want to reach out to us so we can kind of figure out exactly what your needs are, and we can be your eyes and ears and your boots on the ground and find you that perfect property. So what you want to do is you want to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email.
Or you can reach out to us via WhatsApp. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back. So first, again, we just have to stress that this is public information. This is not our list.
Yeah, niche.com.
This is niche.com. You know, we're not steering in any way.
This is kind of like their criteria, right?
Yeah, so I'm just going to tell you, they just released it. How did they do these rankings? And here, I'm just going to read off the website. They're like, while traditional rankings rely almost exclusively on metrics like test scores and academic performances, niche.com's rankings combine user input, so ratings from current students, alumni, and parents, with quantitative data from sources like the U.S. Department of Education to evaluate teachers, resources and facilities, extracurricular activities, opportunities, and more. So that's how this list was decided. So we're just going to start and go, you know, just to make it simple, go number 10 on up. And we're going to talk about, because it's, you know, Orange County is a large geographic area, so we're just going to talk about the different areas.
Great.
So number 10 on this list is SADDLEBACK Valley Unified School District.
Yeah, so these are the cities that are basically like, okay, like Laguna Hills, Lake Forest, and like part of Mission Viejo. Mission Viejo is kind of funny because part of it is SADDLEBACK Valley, and then the other part is Capistrano.
Yeah, so these cities are what you would call South County, right? And South County is famous for like lots of parks, lots of master planned communities,
HOAs,
lots of houses that look the same,
different shades of beige,
that kind of stuff.
Yes, and again, it's interesting because, and as far as geographically speaking, yes, it's South County, but it's kind of like the northernmost part of South Orange County, I guess. If you're going to put it that way. So it's just south of Irvine.
Yeah. And then just a little, you know, extra tidbit. If you ever watch this channel, you probably know that Sean, one of his favorite neighborhoods is Nellie Gale, which is in Laguna Hills, and that happens to be in the SADDLEBACK Unified School District. So number 9 on this list is Newport Mesa.
Boo! We were robbed.
So Sean said this because it's basically Newport Beach, Costa Mesa.
And I attended in Newport, like Newport Beach schools within Newport Mesa.
Yes. So I mean,
robbed.
Definitely centrally located. Obviously, Newport Beach, one of the most expensive areas, if not the most expensive area in Orange County.
It's right up there, yeah. Them and Laguna Beach are right neck and neck.
Yeah, and then Costa Mesa is, you know, adjacent to Newport Beach. I love Costa Mesa, very eclectic. Like if you're thinking, you know, South County is, you know, lots of the same, every home.
So much uniformity. So much
uniformity. Costa Mesa definitely doesn't offer that, right? I mean, there are parts that are tract homey.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's definitely, you know, again, it's very mature cities, been around, like Newport Beach House, so these have been around for a while. And, you know, when you were saying that on niche.com, that list, I have a feeling that when they talk about facilities, that's probably what pulled Newport Mesa down a little bit, because it's a more established area. The facilities are pretty dated. Yeah, like they're old, right? So like,
we should say though, people who aren't from California, they will come to our, you know, to Orange County and then look at the school facilities and they'll be like, what? It's so old. Lots of classrooms in trailers. I mean, for some people it's shocking, and then they don't want to do public school because of that.
Yeah, so. Or like my high school, I had a dirt track for decades. We honestly relatively recently finally got an all-weather track, which seems kind of crazy it took that long. But the thing is that how these things work is that, like, yes, and especially it's kind of funny because you don't know, this is one of the most expensive parts of Orange County.
And
so why are the facilities kind of dated?
Yeah,
so why are the facilities so dated? Because they get, property tax revenues. But that kind of gets pulled into Orange County. It doesn't necessarily go directly to that city's resources, right? So it kind of gets pulled, and because the facilities were already there, it seems kind of crazy to demo a facility to put in a new one. So that's probably why. I mean, I didn't obviously dig in too much. But yeah, don't judge a book by its cover from that. Just because the facilities look dated doesn't mean that the quality of education is dated.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I mean, I went to school in San Diego, so I mean, similar in terms of facilities. And if you look at niche.com right now, like the high school I graduated from was a 10 out of 10, yet the facilities horrible.
Yeah.
And there would always be, stories in the school newspaper about like asbestos falling from the ceiling. So I mean, of course, this was a long time ago, but
my elementary school, my junior high, and high school, they were all older facilities. I mean, it's just like they're just built a long time ago, and
that's just California.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely don't think that just because it looks old that it's terrible education. In fact, all these schools that I went to rank very well on niche.com as far as like the quality of it, but again, facilities in Newport Mesa definitely on the dated side. Yeah,
and then just back to like Newport Beach, Costa Mesa, they are very centrally located. That's another big plus about them. Costa Mesa has one of the most, like, it's so easy to get anywhere you want to go in Orange County from Costa Mesa, so that's a big reason why it's so popular. And I would say Costa Mesa, like, square mile for square mile, has some of the best restaurants in all of Orange County.
And shopping.
And shopping. It has South Coast Plaza, so
there you go.
Great city. So number 8 on this list is the Tustin Unified School District. And Tustin is right next to Irvine.
Yes.
And it's also one of the few places in Orange County where you can still get, a little bit of new construction, right?
Yes.
Especially it's centrally located.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I was thinking about Tustin Ranch, which isn't new construction by these days. But yes, like the district in Tustin for sure. Like that is obviously, that's the site of like the Tustin hangars.
Those big hangars, yeah.
Yeah, so, and there's a Marine base, Marine Air Base, where we used to have these, again, this is like World War II, we had these huge blimps, like massive blimps, and these hangars are massive. So over time, and like they got, this base got decommissioned, and basically they built, Park Place. And they built, they're in the district, they built the district shopping mall, basically. It's an outdoor shopping mall, which is, again, it's not a huge shopping mall, that's right there. And then plus all this new construction that's out there. So, yeah, I mean, again, it's a great spot. It's also is very centrally located itself, too, because it's like right along the 5 freeway primarily. But no, it's a great city. It's, again, but it's not, so this school district is definitely on the smaller side for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And it's funny too, Tustin, while you can also get new construction, then they do have like Old Town Tustin.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta get like the old and the new.
Yeah.
So definitely. it's a popular for like cute houses. And
and actually the Old Town part, you have some really cool restaurants and stuff too.
Number 7 on this list is Capistrano Unified School District. This is the largest school district in Orange County. It covers it's mostly from like San Clemente all the way up to Laguna Niguel, so a huge part of South County.
Yeah, all the way to Rancho Santa Margarita, so it's like a huge swath. Yeah. So you have a ton of cities. So you have San Clemente, you have Rancho Mission Viejo, you have San Juan Capistrano, Laguna Niguel, Dana Point? Dana Point.
And then you have like Ladera Ranch as part of it.
Yeah, Ladera Ranch, Casa, Rancho Santa Margarita, and then part of Mission Viejo. So it's just like this, it's a lot of cities, it's the largest school district, and again, I actually find that the school district is great. I mean, it's, what else can we say? Like, it offers a very diverse set of curriculum.
Yeah, that's one thing about the Capistrano Unified School District. They do offer different programs, where like they have, language immersion programs, Spanish and Mandarin. They do have, programs that are like, if you want to do like the Reggio, they have special schools for that. So they have like a Waldorf school, a Waldorf public school. So there's different, and then they also have like Oxford Academy, a couple of those around there that are, popular. So they have like their little niches. So a lot of people won't necessarily go to the school that they're zoned for. You have to do a lottery, but you'll lottery into these special programs. And so wherever you are throughout the Capistrano district, people will drive to whatever school they basically want to go to.
Yeah.
So number 6 on this list is the Huntington Beach Union High School District. And this one's a little interesting because it's only high schools. It's basically, how many high schools? It's 11 high schools in the cities of Huntington Beach, Fountain Valley, Garden Grove, and Westminster.
Yeah. So it's not like, again, the other ones are
like
K through 12.
Yeah, K through 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is, I mean, but yeah, this cluster, this cluster of cities is kind of as you go, like north center,
yeah.
I guess. Like
I don't know, Garden Grove, Westminster. I kind of always think of it as like central Orange County.
It's definitely on, like,
yeah.
It's kind of like just north of. I mean, if we're saying, I guess, it's right there. So
yeah.
If Santa Ana, Costa Mesa, I always think those are like center Orange County. And then as you go north, you get barely north. You get Fountain Valley, Garden Grove, and Westminster, and of course Huntington Beach too.
Yeah, and I'd say, so Fountain Valley, so everyone knows Huntington Beach, it's, Surf City, USA, a big surfer spot, very popular.
But Fountain Valley is a nice place to live.
Yeah, well actually that is their tagline, Fountain Valley, a nice place to live.
Yes.
And I would say that that is a very accurate.
Very apt.
Yeah, Sean actually has a lot of clients that are in Fountain Valley, and one interesting thing about Fountain Valley, I think the average home ownership is like 37 years or something.
It's amazing.
Yeah, because people just buy there and then they
never move.
They never move. Yeah, because it's just a nice place.
Yeah, there's like why would you move? It's
yeah.
nice place.
So that's how I would describe it.
Yeah.
Number 5 on our list is the Fullerton Joint Union High School District, and this is another one that's only high schools, and it's basically high schools in Fullerton, La Habra, Anaheim, Buena Park, Brea, and La Palma, and Whittier and La Habra Heights. Okay.
Yeah. So this is, and also again, this is founded in 1893. So this is old for Orange County purposes.
Yeah.
Very old.
Yeah, and this is definitely when you're stretching into North Orange County, right?
Yeah, bleeding into LA, really.
Yeah, and a lot of times I would say what people really love about North County is that it's close to LA, right? Because obviously LA is a huge economic,
job of it. I mean, for
yeah. So, Sean, you had somebody recently buy in Fullerton, and that was the big reason why. Because they wanted to be close to LA.
So they want to be in the orange bubble, but they have to, let's say they have to commute to LA for, they had to commute to LA. So Fullerton was this great little, just spot where you could do that. And actually, Fullerton has, it kind of battles with Irvine for the number 1
ranked high school,
like Troy High School, which is actually where Cal State Fullerton is.
Yeah.
Basically, or the professors.
Yeah, it's like right next to Cal. It's like literally there's Cal State Fullerton, a street, and then Troy High School.
Yeah, so it's always like 1 or 2 depending on between that and University High School in Irvine,
which is right next to UC Irvine.
Yes.
If you're getting a trend here.
I guess these professors they kind of are sticklers about this stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Number 4 on this list is the Placentia-Yorba Linda Unified School District. And so Yorba Linda it's an interesting city. It's definitely very north, right? You're right on the border of LA County, and also very east, right? You're right by Chino Hills.
Yeah, you're in the you're kind of depending on where you are within those cities. You're getting close to either Chino Hills, or you're getting close to Corona.
Yeah.
So it's kind of along that 91 corridor there.
Yeah, and it's very hilly, very beautiful there.
Yeah, very. Larger properties, so you have a little bit more land. When people reach out to us, looking for certain attributes, looking for land and kind of more stately homes. For instance, Yorba Linda is really popular for that.
Yeah, Sean actually just worked with two different sets of clients that were very interested in Yorba Linda. They actually ended up buying other places, but they were, strongly considering certain houses. And what was it about Yorba Linda that attracted them?
Just kind of that, eclectic, more mid-century modern. Again, not that they're all mid-century moderns, but just kind of a little bit more land, just really cute, not your cookie cutter, run-of-the-mill, HOA home kind of thing. So they just had really, these homes had a lot of unique characteristics. And one of my clients was actually kind of initially concerned that they thought that Yorba Linda was a little too far inland, where it was going to be too hot. But they actually came out there and they're like, oh, this is not too bad. I mean, so it was one of those things where, I think we joke about it, where the more farther inland you go, the hotter it gets, which is true. And if you're a wimp in Orange County, you definitely feel the difference.
Yeah.
But as a general whole, it's still fantastic weather.
For sure. I mean, you will need your air conditioning in the summer, for sure.
Yes.
It's not like living in Las Vegas or something like that. Right?
Yeah, and also in Yorba Linda, you'll still get some equestrian homes too. So it's so there is, if you're looking for a ranch style home, and not acres and acres necessarily, but where if you want a horse or anything like that, Yorba Linda also has those opportunities too.
number 3 on this list is the Los Alamitos Unified School District. So Los Alamitos is a pretty small city, and then it includes, this school district includes like Seal Beach and Rossmore, which is not really anything. It's kind of like this spot that it's not really a city, it's like a census district, I think.
Yeah, it's a disputed land.
Yeah, basically.
Like, yeah, so Seal Beach to Los Alamitos, like just battling over this prime property, this prime land of Rossmore. But what's the features about this area is that it's the northernmost coastal part of Orange County. So Seal Beach is the northernmost city. The next city over is Long Beach, which is in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And then
LA County.
Yeah, LA County. And then basically then obviously you have Rossmore and Los Alamitos. All this borders LA County. Mm-hmm. And again, yeah, it's really, I mean, it's, you know, it's a fantastic school district for sure. I mean, everything I've heard about it,
mm-hmm.
and niche.com is kind of confirming that. It's really good.
Yeah, and one nice thing too is that you're very close to Pacific Coast Highway, so that's a way to sneak into LA County without using the freeways. And some people really like to do that. It might take a little longer, but it's just so much more calming that...
And also, like, the 405 and 605 freeways are right there, so it's pretty convenient access, because you take the 405 up to get, let's say, to LAX or whatever, but 605 kind of gets you a little bit more inland pretty quick, so it's actually a very convenient location. And Los Alamitos is a spot of a fantastic Thai restaurant.
Mm-hmm, that's true. It's a Coconut Rabbit.
Yes, it's a cordon bleu trained chef.
Mm-hmm.
Really good food.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so number 2 on this list.
Yes, not what you thought.
Not what you thought. Okay, so it's the Irvine Unified School District.
Yes, the horror.
Yeah.
They were robbed.
So I think, you know, people who watch this channel, sometimes they'll complain that we talk too much about Irvine. But the main reason we do it is because people search about Irvine more than anything else. Like,
the interest level is very high.
The interest level for Irvine is very, very high, and part of it is because the Irvine Unified School District is so famous, right? It's known for being just excellent schools, right?
And it does not disappoint from that perspective. I mean, it's, you know,
although it's probably surprising though that it ranked number 2 on this list.
I was very surprised, like, how it was dethroned.
Well, I guess maybe, okay, so this is pure speculation. I don't know if this is true or not, right?
Let's speculate. Why not?
Because they did say, and how niche.com ranked it, is that they did take user input. And we have, if you've ever watched our channel, we have talked about, you know, the dark side of the Irvine Unified School District because it's so competitive.
Yes.
So Sean has actually had like family friends that have left Irvine because they felt it was too hard on their kids, like too much work. They couldn't have a life. Like, I remember I was talking to his family friend and they decided to move because their daughter, who wasn't even in high school yet, had to leave. They were overseas on a trip. This is in the summer, and she had to come back to do a project for Irvine. And they were just thinking, they're like, this is like she's always going to remember this trip. She's not always going to remember this project. They're like, it's getting a little bit out of hand.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where they left.
Yeah, and then on the other hand, we had neighbors in Laguna Niguel that actually moved to Irvine so their son could actually attend high school there. So it's kind of one of these things where, I mean, depending on what you're looking for, like some people, they want to up the ante, they want to like turn up the heat.
Yeah.
And so they're going to Irvine. I mean, if you want heat, that Irvine's going to bring it to you because, again, it's like, it's very, very competitive, like you said.
It's very competitive. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If you're like the valedictorian of University High, I mean, are you going to be like a NASA scientist?
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah.
Are you going to save the? Or are you going to save?
Caltech is going to be on you for sure.
Yeah. So that's the Irvine.
So who dethroned Irvine?
Yeah, who is number 1 on this list? And that is the Laguna Beach Unified School District.
Yes, and again, it's actually, I mean, excellent school district. You know, definitely.
Well, let's talk about Laguna Beach. So Laguna Beach, one of the most expensive areas in Orange County, right?
Very.
Beautiful city, right?
Well, and another city that feeds into Laguna Beach Unified is actually part of Newport Coast.
Yeah.
So Newport Coast is not a city itself; it's part of Newport Beach. Newport Coast is a very expensive community. It's a large community within Newport Beach itself, and about half of it, give or take, actually feeds into Laguna Beach.
Yeah, and Laguna Beach. It's basically it's kind of like
it's like really a beach town, like, you know.
Laguna Beach, it's definitely like very arts. It has a huge arts community there, lots of galleries. It's known as, you know, where the mountains meet the sea. It actually used to be like a place for second homes for Hollywood executives. And then it started getting discovered and people lived there on their own. But it's definitely very charming. You get some homes with some phenomenal views.
Yes, I mean, honestly, like, the ding on on Laguna Beach and Newport Beach for that matter, is that it's expensive. I mean, it's very, very expensive. The median price point is well over $3 million. So it's just very pricey to live there. And these homes, like, a lot of them are not the most impressive structures that you've ever seen. They're beach shacks in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and that'll be like $2 million for the worst beach shack in all of Laguna Beach.
Exactly. It's very pricey, very beautiful. And again, it's just a real. I mean, and obviously that tests like how. Like how much people want to live here. But it is, I will say, as far as dings against it, it is kind of a little bit out of the way. It's not the most convenient access to get to Laguna Beach.
Yeah.
But again, the schools themselves, obviously, according to niche.com, are excellent.
So that's it. That's our video.
And remember, we are licensed realtors in the state of California, so as much as we love making these videos, what we love more is to help you with your real estate needs. So whether you're looking to buy or sell a home, what you want to do is you want to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email.
Or you can reach out to us via WhatsApp. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back.